Pruning is the art and science of selectively cutting parts of a plant to guide its growth, health, and productivity. It's a practice that gardeners have used for centuries, shaping not just the look of their trees, but their very ability to thrive and bear fruit. For fruit trees, pruning isn't a destructive act. It's a vital form of care, almost like a regular health checkup. Without it, trees can become tangled, weak, and far less productive. By making careful, well-placed cuts, we help the tree grow stronger, healthier, and more resilient to disease and weather. Each snip is a step toward a more vigorous tree. Think of pruning like giving your tree a purposeful haircut, removing what's unnecessary, shaping what remains, and encouraging new, healthy growth in the right places. Pruning removes dead, damaged, or crowded branches that can sap the tree's energy or invite pests and disease. It's about clearing away what holds the tree back. This lets the tree focus its energy on developing strong limbs and producing better, tastier fruit, rather than wasting resources on weak or unnecessary growth. Without regular pruning, a fruit tree can quickly become overgrown and wild. You'll see lots of leaves and tangled branches, but the fruit will be small, sparse, and hard to reach. Pruning creates an open, balanced structure, allowing sunlight and air to reach every part of the tree. This is key to long-term health and abundant harvests. By removing unnecessary wood, we direct the tree's energy where it matters most, into the main branches and developing fruit, rather than into a tangle of weak shoots. This simple act transforms a wild, unruly plant into a productive partner in your garden, one that rewards you with healthy growth and delicious fruit year after year. A well-pruned tree is not only healthier, but it's also much easier to care for and harvest. You'll spend less time struggling with tangled branches and more time enjoying the fruits of your labor. Open shapes make spraying, inspecting, and picking fruit much simpler. You can reach every branch, spot problems early, and keep your tree in top condition. Good structure means a safer, more manageable tree for years to come. It's easier for everyone in the family to help with harvesting, and there's less risk of broken branches or accidents. Pruning is a thoughtful, deliberate process, not brute force. It's about observation, patience, and understanding the needs of your tree. Anyone can learn to prune. It's a skill built on knowledge and care, not on strength or experience. With a little practice, even beginners can make a big difference. The goal is to work with the tree's natural tendencies, not against them. By following the tree's natural shape, you encourage it to grow in the healthiest, most productive way possible. We're guiding the tree to its best self, not forcing it into an unnatural shape. Each cut is made with care and intention, respecting the tree's unique form. A pruned tree is set up for a long life of vigorous growth and bountiful harvests. Year after year, you'll see the rewards in healthier branches and more abundant fruit. Learning to prune is a gift to both your tree and yourself. It's a way to connect with your garden, nurture life, and enjoy the satisfaction of seeing your efforts pay off. Pruning is one of the most important jobs in fruit tree care. It's a yearly ritual that keeps your trees healthy, productive, and beautiful. With a little practice and observation, you'll notice the difference every season. Your trees will become stronger, more fruitful, and easier to manage as the years go by. Winter is the perfect time to start pruning. The tree is dormant, making it easier to see its structure and make the best cuts. Let's explore why this season offers the ideal conditions for shaping your fruit trees for success. Winter is the best time to prune your fruit trees, and there's a powerful reason behind this age-old gardening wisdom. During winter, fruit trees enter a state of dormancy, almost like they're taking a long, restorative nap. Dormancy is like a deep sleep. Growth slows to a crawl, leaves have fallen away, and the tree's energy is tucked safely into its roots and trunk, waiting for spring's signal to wake up. Pruning now causes far less shock to the tree, since it isn't actively growing or pushing out new leaves and fruit. Think of it as performing surgery while the patient is asleep. There's less stress, less bleeding, and a much faster recovery. If you prune in spring or summer, you risk wasting the tree's precious energy reserves, and open wounds can attract pests and diseases that thrive in warmer weather. In winter, pruning cuts are clean and have plenty of time to heal before the sap starts flowing again, reducing the risk of infection. With no leaves in the way, you get a clear, unobstructed view of the tree's true structure, its branches, shape, and overall framework. It's easy to spot branches that cross, crowd, or grow in awkward directions, making it simple to decide which ones to remove for better health. The tree's skeleton is on full display, so your pruning decisions become much more straightforward and confident. You can shape the tree to maximize sunlight exposure and improve air circulation, both of which are crucial for healthy fruit production. Pruning during dormancy sets the stage for a burst of healthy new growth in spring, giving your tree a head start for the season ahead. This is the ideal window to reshape your tree, correct past mistakes, and encourage strong, balanced growth with minimal risk of damage. Take advantage of the quiet, peaceful winter season to give your tree the attention it needs, without the rush and distractions of spring chores. Dormant pruning isn't just a chore, it's the foundation for a productive, beautiful year in your orchard, ensuring your trees are healthy, resilient, and ready to thrive. Pruning in winter dramatically reduces the risk of disease. Most harmful fungi, bacteria, and insects are inactive in the cold. In warm months, fresh cuts invite infection. In winter, the cold air acts as a natural disinfectant. Wounds dry and begin healing before pathogens become active in spring. Diseases like fire blight and bacterial canker are less likely to spread when trees and tools are cold and clean. Always clean your tools between trees, even in winter, for extra protection. The cold gives you a safe window to remove problem branches. Winter pruning is a key part of disease management for any orchard. It keeps your trees healthier with less effort. Use the season to your advantage. Prune when nature helps protect your trees. Pruning is always a stressful event for any tree, no matter the season. However, when you prune during the winter, while the tree is dormant, the process is far gentler and less disruptive to its natural rhythm. The tree is essentially asleep, conserving its energy, and not actively growing, which makes it much more resilient to the cuts you make. In contrast, if you prune in spring or summer, when the tree is full of green leaves and actively growing, every cut wastes precious energy. The tree has already invested resources into those branches, and removing them forces it to react quickly, often triggering frantic, weak regrowth that isn't as healthy or sustainable. Dormant pruning, on the other hand, removes unwanted branches before the tree has a chance to invest new energy into them. This means the tree doesn't have to redirect its resources to heal wounds or replace lost growth during its most active period. When spring arrives, the tree can channel all its stored energy into producing strong, healthy new shoots and fruit, rather than scrambling to recover from poorly timed cuts. This leads to a more vigorous and productive growing season. Summer cuts often cause the tree to send out water sprouts, those weak, crowded shoots that shoot straight up and rarely bear fruit. These not only clutter the tree's structure but also require more pruning later on, creating a cycle of extra work and stress for both you and the tree. Dormant cuts, by contrast, encourage measured, productive growth exactly where you want it. The tree responds in a balanced way, developing a strong, open structure that supports better fruiting and easier maintenance. For young trees, winter pruning is especially important. It allows you to shape the tree's structure from the very beginning, guiding its growth without slowing its overall development or causing unnecessary stress. For mature trees, dormant pruning helps maintain vigor and productivity year after year, without shocking the system or causing a sudden loss of energy that could weaken the tree. By working with the tree's natural cycle, you ensure that your efforts truly help the tree thrive, rather than hinder its growth. Observing pruned and unpruned trees side by side, the difference in health and structure becomes clear. Dormant pruning builds a strong, lasting framework from the very start, setting up your trees for years of healthy growth and abundant harvests. It's truly the best way to support both young saplings and established trees, ensuring your entire orchard remains healthy, balanced, and beautiful through every season. So, prune in winter to create a healthier, more resilient orchard, one that rewards your care with strong growth, beautiful blossoms, and bountiful fruit year after year. Pruning shapes your tree for maximum sunlight and air. Sunlight fuels photosynthesis, which powers fruit production. Dense, crowded branches shade the interior, weakening growth and fruit. Winter's bare branches reveal the tree's structure, perfect for shaping. Remove crossing, rubbing, or poorly angled branches. Aim for outward growing limbs at 45-60 degrees for strength and openness. An open shape lets light and air reach every part, reducing disease risk. Every cut should improve light, air, or remove damage. Thoughtful winter shaping sets the stage for a healthy, fruitful season. The real reward of pruning is better fruit. A tree's energy is limited. Too many branches mean small, bland fruit. Winter pruning concentrates energy into fewer, higher quality buds. The result, larger, juicier, more flavorful fruit. Pruning also prevents biennial bearing, those frustrating boom and bust cycles. By thinning buds each winter, you get consistent harvest year after year. Sunlight reaches all fruit, improving color and ripening. Open structure means fruit is easier to pick and less likely to be damaged. Your winter work pays off at harvest time. Quality fruit is the direct result of smart, timely pruning. You don't need fancy tools to prune, just the right ones. Start with bypass pruners for small branches. Sharp, clean cuts heal best. Loppers handle thicker branches, giving you reach and leverage. For big limbs, use a pruning saw designed for green wood. Keep all blades sharp for clean, safe cuts. Always wear gloves and eye protection. If you use a ladder, make sure it's stable and have help if possible. Clean your tools between trees to prevent disease spread. Sharp, clean tools make pruning easier and safer. The right gear gives you confidence to tackle any job. With these basics, you're ready to care for your trees. Pruning is simple when you have the right tools and safety in mind. Most fruit trees benefit from winter pruning, but some especially thrive. Apples and pears, pome fruits, respond well. Shape them for strong, sunlit frameworks. Peaches and nectarines need heavy annual pruning to encourage new fruiting wood. Plums and cherries require lighter pruning. Focus on open structure and manageable size. For all, clean cuts in winter help prevent disease and keep fruit within reach. Figs are best pruned in late winter to avoid frost damage. Know your tree's growth habits to make the right cuts at the right time. Winter is the season to set up every tree for success. Winter pruning brings a cascade of rewards: healthier trees, fewer pests and diseases, and less need for chemicals, better fruit, bigger, sweeter, and more consistent harvests, even ripening in beautiful color thanks to sunlight reaching every fruit. A well-pruned tree is safer, easier to manage, and a joy to harvest. Your winter investment saves time and effort all year. Pruning is a partnership with your tree, working with nature, not against it. Each cut shapes the future: spring blossoms, summer growth, autumn abundance. The health of your tree and the quality of your fruit start here. Embrace winter pruning as the secret to a thriving home orchard. Your trees and your harvest will thank you.